Hi golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today I'm going to do my review of the R-Motion Golf Simulator and Swing Analyzer. This is a product that you can get for around, right now it's on sale for around $100. You can, normally it's around $200. You can see what you get with this product. You're going to get a sensor, you're going to get one clip, and then you're going to get the charger. And so you can buy more clips, which, as you'll see in my review, I highly recommend you get more clips. I have only 4 clips with my arm motion, and so I probably need to upgrade and get the 13 clip um, upgrade, which is about $100 more. So anyway, so that is the product. I'm going to do a review here of how to set it up. We'll go through the swing analyzer, and then we'll go through the golf simulator, which is done through a separate software of the golf club software. And so you'll go through that to actually use the simulator. And so we'll talk about both those. And so let's get into this review of the R-Motion Golf Simulator and Swing Analyzer. All right, so now that you have your sensor charged, now you are going to attach your clip to your golf club. I just want to remind you that there are 2 different aspects to the R Motion. You get the swing analyzer, which is on the app and on your phone, and then you can also download the simulator onto your computer, and we'll talk about that a little later. So right now, we want to take a look at the clip and putting the clip on. You can see that you just attach the clip right there. As I turn it over here, you can see it just screws right onto your golf club. Right here, you just turn and open that. Oops, and there it falls down. And then you just tighten it um, onto your golf club. And what you want to do is get this so that it lines up, get that sensor so it lines up right with the um, club face so that it is in exact line with the club face. And then you'll take your sensor, okay, pull out the sensor, and then you're going to put the sensor in. This is a little tricky. You want the sensor to go in, it slides in, and you want the 2 little dots, see the 2 little dots there? You want them pointing up. So they'll be pointing up. You'll then take and you'll just tap it a couple times and get it set up. And get it so that it turns red, okay? And then you will go to your phone here. I'm going to grab my phone here, and you'll go to your phone, and we'll take a look at the app. All right, so now you have the sensor in, the clip. You got your clip attached to your golf club, and it's aligned with your club face. Now all you have to do is get into the app, download the app from the Google Play Store, and it will give you instructions on how to connect them. They will connect through Bluetooth. Once it's connected, you'll see a green light. You can then get to the driving range. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it on the computer here, but you can see, or on my phone, I should say, but you can see that I am now on the driving range and I can hit balls. Hey, let's take a look at the R Motion Swing Analyzer. This is part of the R Motion Swing Analyzer and Golf Simulator. This is the Swing Analyzer part that I wanted to take a look and review. You can see that once you download the app, you connect your sensor to the club and to the clip. You are ready to go. And so all you'll need to do is you just kind of tap on the sensor. You can go over to this portion where it says rescan, and you can rescan your sensor so that it is ready to go. Then I just click on it and we are ready. So now I can go back to the driving range. The golf swing analyzer here only has a driving range. on it. The golf simulator will actually, you'll actually be able to play rounds of golf. But again, you have to download that onto your computer, and then it goes through another some other software, that the golf club software, and you use that separately from this swing analyzer. So the swing analyzer portion is very easy to use. Once you are connected, once you got the sensor connected, and you see the little green ready, the check mark, you're ready to hit golf balls. And so you'll hit a golf ball. You can see some of the information that you get at the top. You get the club head speed, you get the ball speed, and you also get how far you hit it. And then all you need to do is scroll down with that, and you can see that you can get the different data, such as backspin and side spin and launch angle for your shots. If you click down at the bottom, you click the little graphs down at the bottom, you can get the in-depth a little bit larger. It also will show you some face angle and attack angle, even your tempo with your club. And so the things that I really like to use, I like to use my club path, face angle, and making sure my tempo are in good shape. Tempo should be about 3-to-1. And then over here you get the ball data again with the launch angle and the side spin and backspin and such. If you go over one and you click the clock, this will give you your history of all your shots with your different clubs. And so you can go and scroll all the way down to all the different shots, and gives you a date of when you hit. And you can see all the shots that you have taken with your different clubs. And then if you click one over, you can see that you can start to change the clubs that you have. I haven't actually gone in and changed and set up my clubs, but if you push the I, it will go and you can change this to whatever you want, and then you can just save it. You can change the length of the club and the loft of the club, then save it, and then you can have your clubs ready for hitting on the range. And so they'll be preset to your specifications of what your clubs really are. So that's a neat thing. You can also go over to the settings. You can change from yards to meters and left hand to right hand, and so forth. And then the next one is the ready sign. So then we go back and you go right to the range. You can see that there's a club right there. That's what you'll be using, after you hit a shot, you will see that, and that will actually make a swing, as I'll show you here in a second. So let's take a look at some shots and how that data stacks up. All right, now let's head out into the garage and hit a few golf balls. I'm going to be using a pitching wedge, and I'm going to hit using the R Motion Swing Analyzer, and give you some of the information and show you some of the information you can get using the R Motion. So let's hit a few balls and see what we get. All right, there you go. Pretty good shot. Exactly 100 yards, 71 miles an hour. Club head speed, ball speed was 85. You can see the zero side spin. That's probably why it went straight. You can also see the launch angle. The backspin was pretty good. Could be a little higher for a pitching wedge, but 7,000 isn't too bad. So that gives you some of that data. And then click over here. You can see the face angle was straight on, and the club path straight on. Tack angle was -2 degrees and good tempo. And then here's some of the ball data like I showed. Then you can click over and look at the history of each of the shots. So let's go back and hit a couple more. Neat little feature if you just take and slide this around. You just scroll. You can move the field of view, so you can watch this again and move the field of view around to see what it really did here. Okay, and so again, you can see that shot just by hitting the replay. You can see from different views, which is kind of neat, and I can see and check my swing from different angles. All right, now let's talk about the golf simulator that the R Motion comes with. The R Motion comes with a swing analyzer, which is only a driving range, and it also comes with the golf simulator, which goes on your computer and you can project it up just like any other golf simulator. You can project it up onto a screen. And so the golf simulator uses the golf club software, if you've ever heard of that or been familiar with that. It comes with 15 different courses. There's a par 3 course and a bunch of other courses. It doesn't come with a driving range, but there are ways to actually hit balls on some of the holes that I can talk about later. So this is going to be the golf simulator. This will require you to change the sensor from club to club. I found, and you'll see later in my review, that that is very difficult to do. You also will need the 13 clip system. I only have 4 of the clips for my clubs, and it really kind of made it difficult to switch the sensors and play a good round of golf. But let's take a look at some of the holes that you and the things you can do with the golf simulator portion through the golf club. Okay, let's take a look at the main menu of the golf club. You can go right ahead and tee right off. You can set up what you're going to play. A lot of the other ones over here are for online play that costs extra. But if I click on play, I can play around. These two, the tour and the tournaments, are again online modes. If I click on the round, I can change my character here. Okay, I can edit my player, which is kind of cool, who I want to be. I can change my pants and my gloves. Okay, I can change my hat to a different color, if I so to speak. Right? Okay, let's go there and change my shirt. So for those that like to do that, you can really kind of change and edit your golfer to however you like. Okay. Once you are there, you can choose your course. You can see the different courses. Here's the par 3 course. Here's Pinehurst number 2. Gives you a handicap. It gives you all kinds of different things. If you click on all courses, you can scroll through and you can actually see the ratings and get them so that you can filter by all kinds of different things, handicap, etc. There are 15 courses that come with this. And so a lot to play with, a lot to kind of get you going. And again, if you wanted to get into the online play, you get all these different things, course competitions, course designers, playing against other people online. So pretty good deal with the golf club as the software used by R Motion. All right, let's take a look at the golf simulator through the golf club software. I downloaded the software onto my computer, and then I attached the clip and my sensor here to my driver. This is the Littlebrook Manor golf course. You get 15 courses with this. And so here are some of the things you can do when you get onto the tee. You can check out the hole that way. You can also do an overview so you can see the trouble spots. You can adjust your aim and so forth. And so let's hit a shot here and play around hole, and we will see how we do. Okay, not a bad shot. Looks like we are going to be in the light rough, and we are, looks like 133 yards away. Okay, so now I'm going to switch the sensor, pulled it out. Now I'm going to attach it to my wedge. Okay, and now I'm going to hit my shot. Okay, now I have to chip, it looks like. I am 20 yards. I can change the type of chip I want by pressing C. I can go normal, or I can go chip, or a flop, or a punch. I think I'm going to hit a little chip shot here from, looks like, 20 yards. All right, onto the green. I have set this to auto putt, so it'll automatically register, and you can see I ended up bogeying the hole. So that's a little idea of what it looks like to play a hole on the golf simulator. All right, let's talk about the pros and the cons of the R Motion Golf Simulator and Swing Analyzer. So let's start with the pros here. On the plus side, the R Motion, you can't beat the price right now. It's about $100. You get one clip with it. You can pay another $100 and get all 13 clips. I did the three clip edition, which cost me another $30. But that is well worth it for what you are getting. You are getting a swing analyzer and you're getting a golf simulator. So you really can't beat the price on it. The second thing that I think is a neat deal is you are getting a swing analyzer where you can get club and ball data and really get into depth into that. And then you're also getting a golf simulator, which you can actually play rounds of golf. And so I love having the ability to do both. It's really simple to get on the range and hit balls using the swing analyzer. Another plus is that it's portable. I can take that to the actual driving range if I wanted to and hit balls. So, having it on my phone, that driving range is kind of a neat deal. I can go out, hit balls really quickly. I don't have to set much up and I'm ready to go. So I really like that piece of it. I also like the data that it gives you. It gives you a lot more data than the Optishot. Optishot is giving you just club data. This is giving you club and ball data. I love looking into my backspin and my side spin on my shots and some of those things, the launch angle and making sure my tempo is correct. All those things are cool things to have in a golf simulator. And the last thing, I think the graphics of the golf club are excellent. It feels like you're really on the course. I don't care for the announcer, but other than that, I do like the holes that they have and the graphics that the simulator has. So those are the pros. Now let's talk about some of the cons. All right, some of the things I did not like about the R Motion. The number one thing, and I think this would keep me from spending a lot more money on it or really recommending it, is the clip system. I did not like the clip system. I have had nothing but problems with it. Um, I think changing the sensor on to the different clubs is also a pain. It's really difficult sometimes if you put the sensor in correctly. It's really difficult sometimes to get the sensor out, and so I'm struggling with that. At times I didn't put the sensor in enough into the clip and it flew off, and I spent a half an hour searching for the sensor. The next time I didn't, the clip came loose. I must not have clipped it on tight enough, and it just came loose as I swung, and it both the sensor and the clip flew off, and I searched for that for another half an hour. Very frustrating. I just, even playing rounds of golf, it just became a hassle to switch the sensor from club to club. Now, granted, I only have 4 clips. I thought that that was going to be enough. It really wasn't, because then I'd be into between clubs, and now I'm hitting the wrong club and I'm not getting the distance I want, and it just didn't feel like a real round. I would need all 13 clips to really enjoy the R motion, I think, if I was going to enjoy it. But again, changing the sensor kind of became a hassle. And so that's my number one reason why I wouldn't spend too much more money on the R motion, and wouldn't highly recommend it. Now, some other things that I don't like about it is the golf simulator is it doesn't have a driving range. You have to use the phone, so you can't project it on. I can't project it on my screen. At least I don't know how to with my phone, being somewhat untech savvy. So the last thing I want to talk about, I love the ball data and the club data that it gives you, but it just doesn't give you a summary or averages, or like the SkyTrack does an improvement plan where you can hit different clubs and try to improve your shots, or like the Optishot does, where it has the target practice, and it just didn't have anything. It was like just looking at the data, and then I'd have to kind of go back and look, and there's just no summary of the data, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and that became frustrating because I didn't really feel like I could improve the way I wanted to in the time I wanted to using it. So those are some of the cons. The R motion at the price, I think it's well worth the investment and the risk and some of the hassle. I would probably extend up and get the 13 clip um, feature and spend the extra money to do that, so that you don't have to switch the clips from club to club and those type of things. I'm going to do a full comparison of the R motion versus the Optishot and really kind of compare those two. But I do like the R motion. I'm glad I got it. I'm excited to kind of get out there and hit, especially the driving range, the swing analyzer and the driving range there. I'm probably going to use that more than I will actually hitting and playing rounds on the courses. I may play the par 3 course. That's a good alternative since I only have 4 clips. But again, not a big fan of the clip system and the putting, and so I can't really overall recommend it. But I do think for the price, you're getting a pretty good deal. Well, thanks for watching my video, my review of the R Motion Swing Analyzer and Golf Simulator. Please subscribe down below. I have more videos. I'm going to compare the R Motion and the Optishot and do some other videos. I'll always have videos coming up. So subscribe down below and have a great day.